Hey everybody, welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. How are you and you and you and you? It's good to see all your smiling faces on a Sunday. That's right. Some of you are still in your pajamas. I can see you in your pajamas. It must be you getting ready for bed, or if it's early where you are. Some of you are dressed to the nines, and some of you are just hanging out casual. Whatever it is, whatever the case may be, wherever you're located, welcome, welcome, welcome to our entertainment lifestyle talk show series, The Jim Masters Show Live. We are live broadcasting around the world right now. And I think this is show number 235, if I'm correct. I got to take a look at all the shows we've done. This is an entertainment lifestyle talk show series. I'm your host, Jim Masters, and we broadcast from the United States of America. We are in the northeastern United States in the greater New York area, between New York and Boston, along the southern New England coast. And this is a show where we celebrate positivity, inspiration, good times, entertainment. We have guests from literally all walks of life: television, film, music, Broadway, Hollywood, science, nature, authors, inspirational people, sports, comedy, food, you name it. We celebrate it here. It's a talk show that is sort of patterned after the traditional talk shows of the past, bringing back the lost art of conversation, but yet weaved in with the cool modern vibe of today. And if you're just joining us for the first time, well, we welcome you from all around the world. It's a pleasure. My very special guest, of course, is a brilliant singer and songwriter, very popular in Europe and Ireland. I've known him for quite a while now. I actually interviewed him in America on PBS television with his special. And then we just stayed in contact like I have with all of the folks that you've had an opportunity to see. I know a lot of you are Celtic Thunder fans, so you've seen interviews on our show with Ryan and Damon and Colin, Paul Byram, the whole gamut, Celtic Woman as well, Chloe Agnew and Mairead Nesbitt. We had Phil Coulter on the show, Sir James Galway, Lady Jane Galway. If you want to see any of those or any of our shows, they're all right here on our YouTube channel in the archives. Over 230 incredible episodes of the Jim Masters Show Live. We welcome everybody. It's a pleasure to have you here. I do this work professionally as a television and radio host, personality, presenter, as well as voiceover artist, journalist, actor, writer, producer, and stage MC, and been doing it for a long time here in the States. And we started this show in the spring of last year to bring some light and levity and love to our viewers. And you know what happened? I said love and levity just a little too fast, and I said lovity. And when I said lovity, everybody fell in love with that word. So now all of our viewers call themselves the Lovities. They call me Mr. Lovity. They call this, which is actually our home studio here at the house in the States, they call this Lovity Hall. And they welcome all of our guests too as Lovities. So Nathan is going to be warmly welcomed by our viewers as a new Lovity here on the Jim Masters Show Live. We welcome you, and we always toast all of our viewers watching around the world. This is a really cool mug. It comes from Pine Island, Florida, and this is from one of our Lovity viewers, Mary Bishop, who is a big Nathan fan as well. And good to see you, Mary, watching, I know. And thank you so much for the mug. This was filled with candy, and it was really, really cool and very nice of her to send this for Christmas. Very, very nice. So we toast you and you and you, and we welcome you to the show. We always like to check in with our viewers all around the world, just to greet everybody. Again, as I mentioned, Nathan Carter is going to be here, Ireland's leading country music star as well. And I know those of you who are fans of Nathan, and again, Nathan and I have known each other for a while, which is really cool. And it's a pleasure to have him here on the show to pop on to enjoy some Irish crack with us. You're very, very welcome, the folks that are joining us for the very first time as well. Let's check in with some of our Lovity viewers and our new viewers as well. And then we'll welcome Nathan to the show. I love when we get a chance to see all of these great comments that are coming in here, like Kathy Short saying, "Happy Sunday, Jim and Lovities. It is nice to be here with everyone again." We were on yesterday too. We had two shows yesterday. One was a guest from Athens, Greece, and then another guest from Los Angeles, California, all in the music industry. Mike and Jen says, this is going to be awesome. Thank you, Jim and Nathan. Our pleasure. Julia Crane says, good afternoon, Jim, from sunny Tennessee, USA. I love this man's voice, very soothing. Shauna says, anyone else pure buzzing? That's really cool. We love buzzing. Bring on the buzzing and the levity on the Jim Masters Show Live, right? Maureen says, music sure is good medicine. You better believe it. Willie is watching in the Netherlands. I love that. Fantastic. And Sinead is here. She says she can't wait. Look at all these great comments coming in here. Welcome, everybody. Juanita is one of our regular viewers and loveties in South Africa. Hello, Jim, and all the lovely loveties. It's nice to see you as well, Juanita. We love having you here. And Barry says, hi, Nathan. It's Barry from Wexford, missing the live gigs. Yes, I know, with everything that's going on. It's been a little crazy. I hope everyone's having a beautiful day and staying well, staying safe, feeling better. Julia, absolutely. And we welcome everybody, all these smiley faces. Again, feel free. We're a very viewer-centric, viewer-interactive show, so you can post comments live during the show. We will see these. Maureen says, I just put in a 60-hour week at the hospital. You're one of the first responders. God bless you, Maureen. Thank you for your service. So I am more than happy to be in Lovety Hall today with Jim and all of you wonderful loveties. Welcome. It's good to see you, Maureen, and thanks for your service. Merlin is watching in Ontario, Canada, one of our regular Lovety viewers. Good Sunday afternoon, Jim, and all loveties. We love that. That's fantastic. Good to see you guys. Sinead is here, missing the concerts. Can't wait to see Nathan back on stage. I know Nathan will be the first to tell you he can't wait to get back on stage as well. Yvonne says it's evening where you are from. Where are you from, Yvonne? We'd love to know. And Juanita says, lovely to see all the familiar faces. Thanks, everyone. Missed you all. Love it. And Wozniak is here. Hello, Jim and everyone. Welcome to the Jim Master Show once again. Anne, one of our regular Lovety viewers as well. Good to see all these great faces. Paula says, hi, Nathan. Looking forward to seeing you in the band when you're back on the road. Some fantastic people who are watching our show right now. It's cool to see all these fantastic faces, and everybody is welcoming each other. Denise says, hello from a freezing Kent in England. That's it. That's it. It's we'll try to send some warmth and levity your way. Dwayne says, so excited. Huge fan of Nathan. Fantastic. And you're from Wales. We welcome you. And you are in the UK. We have a lot of viewers all over the world that watch this show in the United States, Canada, Mexico, Europe, Asia, Australia, New Zealand as well. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Welcome, everybody. And just as Merlin says, welcome, Nathan, to Lovety Hall. You are now a Lovety. Yvonne is watching in Scotland. Really, really cool. So it's nice to see everybody. We're going to continue showing these as we go along. Mary Bishop is here. Welcome to Lovety Hall and all the new Loveties. We love this. I love that Shauna says, roles on this live show going to be great. You know it. We always have a good time on the Jim Master Show Live, and we're here every single day. We do shows live every single day. Maureen says, it's amazing to see many people from around the world tuning in. I just feel the lovety. You know it, my friend. So we've got that very special guest, a great friend of our show and great friend, period, the incredible Nathan Carter. And he has a new album out as well. That's right. We're going to talk about that. And I love this shot. This shot, he was actually doing a video, like a music video, a very special one. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But first, let me tell you about, if you're just joining us for the first time, and maybe this first time that you're hearing about Nathan, even though he's very popular. He spent his childhood years in Liverpool, England, and he grew up in a family with strong Irish roots. His folks originally from Newry, County Down in Ireland. And early indicators suggested that he was a boy born to perform. At the tender age of 4, he began to learn to play the accordion. In a few short years, he had become a head chorister in the Liverpool Boys Choir. Trips to Ireland to complete really became a regular feature of him, to complete various things that he was doing as young Nathan's life during his early teens started to really blossom. He won the All-Ireland medals for solo singing and playing accordion as well. He's incredible at the accordion. I don't know if you've seen that. And of course, a wonderful guitarist and pianist. He's a multi-instrumentalist, been playing and singing since the age of 12. And with a growing love of traditional music, Nathan became a member of the Liverpool Healy Band, playing piano and accordion and piano. And soon this led to solo gigs around Liverpool and London, with occasional shows in Ireland. He pursued his dream to really be a professional musician, singer, and performer. And the release of that hit song Wagon Wheel was huge. Of course, I'm sure you know that. Absolutely huge. In 2012, Nathan became a huge star in Ireland, outselling One Direction. That's right. He has outsold One Direction and Drake. He also has produced a string of #1 Irish albums, including the latest Best of the First 10 Years, and so much more. He's got strong writing talent. He's as much a songwriter as he is a performer. And it's my pleasure, we'll talk about it all and more, to welcome him to the show live from Ireland. Hey, buddy, it's good to see you, Nathan. Welcome.
Hey, Jim. Thanks for having me on the show.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. And it's good to see you. Since we chatted last time, you were actually in the television studio here in the States, and I was interviewing you and Chloe, our mutual friend, Chloe Agnew, as you guys were touring the country for your
PBS.
special on PBS. That's right. So, and welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. I'm so happy that you're able to pop on with us as we celebrate you and your music. And how have you been? I know it's been a little bit of a, I don't say the word unprecedented, because I think everybody's used that word, overused it. These unusual times that we've had since March, where the world sort of, came to a screeching halt. How have you been, my friend, since then?
I've been going mad, absolutely mad. Trying to keep myself occupied, really, because I'm used to, obviously, like most musicians, we're used to gigging all the time and always on the road, always doing interviews. And obviously last March it all stopped, but I'm keeping good. I'm hopeful that maybe later this year we'll be able to do some shows again, and venues will open, and hopefully we can go and all enjoy some live music, because I really do miss it.
Before everything stopped, did you have a whole fantastic year planned? I mean, all the folks I've been chatting with on our show here have been saying, 2020 was supposed to be this really fantastic, phenomenal year. They had all these great things planned and all these amazing things that they were looking forward to doing. Did you have a whole roster of stuff all cooked up that came to a grinding halt?
We ended up having to reschedule about 100 shows from last year and move them to this year. And at the start we just thought this was going to be a few months, and then it turned into a full year. So a lot of the shows were postponed till the end of last year. Now we've had to move them to halfway through this year, and so forth. We were meant to be in America to do a tour. We were meant to be in Spain I do a trip over there once a year in Spain called Carter on the Costa, and we bring like 500-600 people to Spain with us for the week. And we had a lot of really fun things planned, which obviously just didn't happen. But you know what? They'll happen up ahead at some stage. So I continue to be positive and hope for the best, that the shows will go ahead later this year.
Absolutely. Now you're there in your new digs, right? You had an opportunity through all of this to purchase a home, and you're working on the home and tweaking things there. Congratulations on the new home, my friend.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I actually moved in a year December just gone. So I didn't assume I'd be here this much, but I've had the full year to spend at the house and do different jobs, and I've built a what we'd call a man cave in the garden. So it's basically a pub, really, but there's a bit of recording goes on in it as well, and there's a piano in there and stuff, and a big keg of Guinness. And so I've been occupied doing that. Really, that took up about 3 months building that. So it was good fun. It was great that I had something to be doing.
Oh, that's cool. So you've kept busy, but you've also been writing too, right? You've been doing some recording to the best of your capability during all of this, Nathan?
Yeah, I released an album at the end of last year, and we were very lucky that it. It was kind of unfortunate because a lot of the record shops were closed whenever we released it,
Yeah. It's
and a
this
lot
one,
of
right?
people. That's the album there, yeah, the
Yeah.
anniversary collection, and
Congratulations.
it went to number one here in Ireland for 2 weeks, so we were absolutely delighted. And a lot of people went out and bought it, and it
Yeah.
features songs from the last 10 years. But I also wrote four brand new songs for this album. One that I recorded with a band that I know you know very well, the High Kings.
Oh,
I
sure.
wrote,
Darren and yeah,
yeah,
Brian.
they're great singers, and I wrote a song called "May the Road Rise to Meet You," and I sang it with them, with the lads, and that's on this album as well, which was great fun recording. We recorded it up in Donegal on a mountain called Sleeve League, and it's lovely, lovely place, stunning to look at, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't be
Yeah.
the warmest. We recorded the video in January, and we were freezing cold recording the video. We kept having there was a lady there, thankfully, doing makeup, and she kept having to come and put makeup on Darren because his cheeks were going bright red. So it was good fun.
That's funny. Hey, anything for the fans and for producing quality material, even if it's freezing cold, right? You do what you do.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. We do it all in the love of music.
That's it. That's it. And you've been doing that since an early age, my friend. Let's talk about that a little bit again for to refresh the memory of the fans, but also our viewers who are watching, and maybe a few who are like, "Oh, let me learn about Nathan," because I like to really have people understand the reason why people do what they do and sharing their inspiration, positivity. You've always been inspired early on to create fantastic music. Tell us about the early years for you growing up and what some of those early inspirations in your life, Nathan, were that spurred you on. Because I know, especially in Ireland, having relatives on my father's mother's side, we were talking about the Irish roots. That a lot of people, when they're born either in Ireland and sometimes in England too, but especially, I know Liverpool is the original home base, but in Ireland, you're handed either a guitar or a fiddle or some other instrument as almost an infant early
Yeah.
on. And how about
Yeah.
you? Were you handed an instrument early on? What was your inspiration?
I remember being in town, and there used to be an old guy busking in the street, and he was always playing the accordion. And from when I was 3 or 4 years old, I used to love standing watching this old man play the accordion. So I got one for Christmas when I was 4, and been playing it ever since. My granddad actually used to play the accordion as well. He taught me my first couple of tunes. But yeah, my nan would be one of 10 children, and a lot of her siblings would sing or play instruments, and so it was natural. Really, it got handed down, the music, from generation to generation, and as I say, been playing music since I was 4 years old. So.
It's unbelievable, right? Since 4 years old. And what were some of the music that inspired you in the beginning? Because I know you've had this wonderful run and relationship and appreciation for country music, though you're very skilled at what you do. I mean, you can delve in lots of different varieties of music, not just country. You have this wonderful appreciation for folk as well, which sort of blends like country does, these wonderful stories, these wonderful tales of living and of life. Early on, did you always have this appreciation for folk music, for traditional music, for the country sounds as well, Nathan?
Sorry, Jim, the audio has gone really bad there.
Your audio went out.
Couldn't get your last question.
So we were saying that, you've had this wonderful relationship with country music and folk music. Oh, he disappeared. Well, hopefully he'll be back. He does have this wonderful relationship with country music and folk music, as you know. He'll come back in. Looks like he had a little bit. If you notice, his picture looked like it was sort of getting in and out. He had a little bit of a weak Wi-Fi signal there. But he's known, of course, for country music and for folk music, big time, but he's delved in other areas too, because he's such a brilliant singer and songwriter. And matter of fact, while he's doing, oh, he's coming back. Here he comes. It's coming back. So we'll come back right in. Welcome back.
Are we back?
Yeah, you're back. You're back. So we were saying that
There's an issue with the audio. I think, Jim, I can't hear you.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear you now. There we go. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Whatever happened.
Yeah. It's just the way it works sometimes, right?
We're a long way apart anyway.
Yes, we are. We are. Technology could be funky, but you just, like with this past year, you just trudge forward. You keep moving forward, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was mentioning, early on, did you always have this appreciation for country music and folk music and music that told a story, or did that love of that style of music come later for you? When did you first really appreciate that style of music, country and folk?
My granddad would have played all the old country singers, Charlie Pride, Willie Nelson, and my granddad's favorite is Dolly Parton. As he says, there's two big reasons why Dolly is his favorite, but we won't go into that. But yeah, he played those old records when I was a kid, and I just fell in love with as you say, story songs. You'd hear whether it be a love story or whatever, there's just good story songs. And folk music is very similar as well, especially in Ireland. We sing so many good story songs, and I think folk and country they're very similar anyway. And my show, generally, when I sing live, it's a mixture of country stuff and folk type stuff, a lot of Irish stuff. So that's the stuff I like singing.
Yeah. Your grandfather, you said, was an influence. The family was an influence in terms of having the music around where you picked up on it early, I guess, as a kid, huh? Hearing it?
Yeah, my granddad played the accordion and sang, and I guess he passed it down to myself and my brothers and my sister. They both sing as well and play instruments. So we're quite a musical family, and
I know, yeah.
It's probably good we are, because none of us are good at sports. So thankfully we're not too bad at something,
Yeah, your brother Jake is quite the entertainer as well, huh? Dancer and a competitive dancer as well as singer. And I know you guys are very, very close, right?
The audio is gone on me again there, Jim.
Is your audio gone again?
I don't know what's wrong with it.
Can you hear us now?
I'm guessing you can hear me though.
Yeah, we hear you. Yep, we hear you.
I just can't hear you.
Try taking the headphones off. Maybe the headphones, take these, maybe it's just one of the settings that you have, or it could be the location, maybe it's the location of your Wi-Fi where you are in the house. Maybe the signal isn't so hot. Maybe you have to move around. Are you on a laptop? Because maybe you can move your laptop around. Some people sometimes do that. Can you hear us now? You hear us now? Nothing? How about now? Do you hear us now on your end? Don't you love technology, folks? So maybe if you take, okay, yeah, he's going to readjust. If he reboots, I was mentioning his brother Jake, and I don't know if you know that his brother is also a wonderful performer too. He's a musician, he's a singer, and he's a brilliant dancer. That's his brother Jake on the left. And that other picture that I showed, which we'll show when he comes back, is him and his mother and father. Yeah, very, very big supporters of Nathan and his fantastic music. I think he's coming back. Let's check in and see. Oh, he went away again. I think he's having Wi-Fi issues. I think the issue is his Wi-Fi. But you know what we're going to do? While he's trying to get things figured out on his end, why don't we play one of the songs? He mentioned the one with the High Kings that they did where it was really freezing. If you are a fan of the High Kings, I had an opportunity to interview all of them on public television here in the States, and we've stayed in touch. Brian Dunphy, Darren Holden. Darren was actually a guest on our show just a few weeks back, and if you missed that, you can see it in our archives here on Jim Masters TV. Let's take a look at the video that he's talking about with the High Kings, and then while he's figuring that out, perhaps he'll he'll have that all figured out. I think his Wi-Fi signal where he's located in his house might not be that strong. It's not that great in Ireland, the Wi-Fi signals. You're back.
I'm back. I can hear you.
I wonder if you think the location where you are, the Wi-Fi signal's not that great, maybe?
I'm not sure. I can hear you perfectly 1 minute, and then I can't hear a thing. So
it's probably the signal.
I might need to put some money in the meter.
Yeah.
I didn't pay the bill.
Is it better with the headphones on or off? Try them off. And do you hear me with them off?
Oh no, I can hear you now. Anyway, yeah, it's come back.
It's come back. We were talking about your brother. Also, there's your brother Jake, who's a wonderful dancer and entertainer and musician as well, huh? And you guys have performed together, so it seems to run in the family, huh?
Yeah. He's a singer-songwriter, and he does a good bit of acting, and he won our Dancing with the Stars here in Ireland about 2 years ago. I know you guys have that over there as well, don't you? Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
So he did really well. He'd never danced before, and he actually fell in love with his dance partner as well, Karen, who was the professional dancer on the show. They fell in love, and they've been together ever since. So it was kind of a fairy tale, you know.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's fantastic. And you guys are very close. And I know you've done some funny videos online together.
Yeah, we'd be doing
really cool
TikToks
stuff
and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, there was one that I was watching where you guys, it involved marshmallows. I saw that one.
Oh, how many marshmallows can you fit
and put something on the head and try to have it? And that was funny. He was singing and everything. That was cool. So again, you know, it comes early on from the family, from the roots, your grandfather, your family surrounding you with great music. And you've always had this love for something that is big in Ireland, which some people here in the States or in Canada don't realize how big country and folk really is in Ireland, as it's huge here in the United States. And you've just always gravitated towards that music, which I think is amazing. And your record sales, I mean, beating One Direction and Drake. When all of that started to happen for you, did you start pinching yourself saying, wow, we've hit a nerve here. People are really liking what I do. I mean, that must have been amazing when you saw the reaction to your music, your material, Nathan.
Yeah, it was definitely a big shock, really. I didn't expect the albums to do so well. And I do joke when I'm live. I say that I think my nan must have bought thousands of CDs just to get them in the charts, maybe. But it's, you know, we were very lucky. A lot of people started following my Facebook page and started watching shows on TV. I had a TV show on RTE, the main broadcaster here in Ireland, and we had some great guests, and you know, I did a lot of talk shows then, and it's been great fun. The last 10 years have just flown by, and it definitely is true what they say, time flies when you're having fun, because the last 10 years have been great fun.
I know and could you believe that it's 10 years already? And I saw something in an interview recently where you had said, and it was very funny, I thought it was a great line, you're younger than people think you are because you've been around so long and you've been at it, grinding and doing this for, you know, several years now, right? They think you're older than you actually are.
Sorry, Jim, the audio went on me again.
The audio went out. People think...
I'm catching like every other word.
People think, so maybe you have to wiggle back and forth. people think that you're older than you are because you've been doing it so long, for so many years, you know, a decade plus. So they actually think that you're older than you actually are, right? There he goes again. We will find out the answer to that question and more coming up next. I think it's where he's located. I've always heard that the Wi-Fi in Ireland is not necessarily the best. So hopefully he will be back. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Yes, absolutely. Karen's watching in Nova Scotia. And Tony, Seen them in Branson, Missouri, and also in Hartford, Connecticut as well. Let's play that video that we said we were playing while he gets things set up. He's obviously having some Wi-Fi issues, and I think he might need to move his location where he is. We welcome everybody watching on our YouTube channel at Jim Masters TV. We hope you subscribe to the channel. If you want to see the interviews we've done with Ryan Kelly, Colin Keegan, Keith Harkin, Connor McGinty, Paul Byram, Phil Coulter, Sir James Galway, Lady Jane Galway, and so many others, Roy Buckley and George Hutton last week. You can see them all on our YouTube channel at Jim Masters TV. And we hope you subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Here's that video with the High Kings. We'll watch that together since Nathan talked about it. And then while he works on his signal there, we'll have him back in just a second. All right, hang in there. And here comes the music. He's also got his guitar there. He is going to play live. So we look forward to that. Here's that High Kings video with Nathan Carter.
Like the waves of the ocean crashing on the cliffs of morn, the western winds are blowing all along the Galway shore. From the high walls of Derry to the rolling hills of Kerry, all across this Irish homeland, there's a welcome at the door. May the road rise to meet you, a smile always greet you. May our friendship be always true and strong. And as the sun sets in the west, I wish you all the best. Please God, we'll meet again before too long. Oh, the troubles of our world, we leave them at the door.
We raise a glass to friends who've passed, remembering them once more. May the luck of the Irish be with you every day. Who knows what tomorrow brings? Let's live for today.
May the road rise to meet you, the smile always greet you. May our friendship be always true and strong. As the sun sets in the west, I wish you all the best. Please God, we'll meet again before too long.
May the road rise to meet you,
a smile always greet you. May our friendship be always true and strong. As the sun sets in the west, I wish you all the best. Please God, we'll meet again before too long. May the road rise to meet you, a smile always greet you. May our friendship be always true and strong. As the sun sets in the west, I wish you all the
And I love what WS says, and may the Wi-Fi always be strong. That's
Hey, Jim,
perfect.
we're back again.
You're back. You're back. You're back.
I'm still having audio issues here. I can only hear every like third word or something. So
some strange. Yeah. Did you download Google Chrome for your computer? Because you have to be on Google Chrome for it to really work smooth.
I just can't hear. I'll have to give you a shout back later on. Maybe it's just I can't hear you at the minute. So
you can't hear. Everybody's saying they love the song. Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you maybe move to another area, maybe in the house? I don't know if you have another spot, another area where you can go.
Yeah, I don't think it's the Wi-Fi, because I can see you and visually it's fine. It's just the audio is breaking up for me. So
yeah, your audio is having trouble.
Maybe
you can.
You're back.
Now we're back.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Strange, huh? It's got to be a setting or something, maybe. I'm not sure what's happening, but Sharon says that's the disadvantage of living out in the sticks, Nathan, the bad audio.
It is. Yeah.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
We're still on dial-up here in the sticks in the country, so.
Oh, you are? Oh, that's probably part of what it is. Yeah. Amy says, tell Nathan I say hi. And Barry says, hi, Nathan. It's Barry from Wexford, Missing Live Kids. Big shout out. Thanks, Nathan, for following my music page on Instagram. Hi, Nathan. Love the song. So we played the one with you and Darren and Brian and the High Kings. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, that song was written about 2 years ago. And this, I suppose last year especially, the lyrics, please God, we'll meet again before too long, they kind of they resonated with a lot of people, who hadn't seen family or friends in so long last year. It's just because of COVID. So the song did really well for us. It's got nearly 1 million views, I think, online so far, and counting. And it was great fun working with the High Kings as well. They're very talented guys, and I know they've done a lot of tours in the States over there, and you've had them on the show, and they've been on PBS and stuff. So it was great fun working with them. I've actually written 2 songs for them at the minute. That I've pitched. They're recording a new album, so I don't know whether they're going to use them on this album or not, but I've written a couple of songs for them, so we shall see if they use them or not.
We shall see. There's another song that you wrote recently that is very moving and very touching, and we actually have that one too, the video, and that is in tribute to a friend that you lost in 2020. Did you want to tell us a little bit about the inspiration for that song, my friend?
Yeah, I lost one of my best friends at the start of last year, and I decided to do a session a couple of months after he passed away, and myself and my manager John, we wrote this song in memory of him, a guy called Nicky James, who was my mentor musically since I was a kid, and just one of my closest friends, and he died suddenly, and what better way to remember him than writing a song? So I as I say, I wrote this in memory of him, and it seems to have touched a lot of people. I've had so many comments from people online, just who've lost family and friends, and they can really associate with the lyrics, I think, of this one.
Let's take a look at that, because again, it's a very beautiful song. And when we were playing the one you did with the High Kings, a lot of people are saying they absolutely love that song, Nathan, but they also love this one as well. And it's a very moving one, folks, so get ready. And then we'll come back with our fantastic friend, our special guest, live from Ireland. What part of Ireland are you in today? Where are you located?
I'm located in County Fermanagh, which is in the middle of the north, and we're about an hour and a bit from Belfast and 2 hours from Dublin. So
beautiful spot.
I'm in a lovely place, but the Wi-Fi is awful.
The Wi-Fi, I know. You might have to go up on the roof, maybe. You might have to.
If you've seen the weather here today, I don't think you'd be wanting me to go on the roof.
Is it raining or snowing?
There's no snow, but it hasn't stopped raining, so typical Ireland.
Typical Ireland. Well, we're glad to have you here, my friend. Wings to Fly, again, is the latest single written in memory of his dear friend, Nicky James, who did pass away, as Nathan just mentioned, suddenly in 2020. 20. And it's beautiful when you get a chance to write a song in memory of somebody who was very special in your life. So enjoy this, folks. And we'll be back with Nathan and we'll chat some more. Here it is. It's a really beautiful song, my friend. And I know it's very touching, and you just knocked that out of the park. And it's been, quite a year of loss for many people for so many different reasons. How have you been, staying sane and staying connected and staying creative through everything that's gone on in the last several months, Nathan?
It definitely has been a tough year for everybody, and no more than people in the entertainment industry. Their careers have just been completely wiped out. But I mean, thankfully, I suppose we've got the likes of Facebook and Instagram, and we can still do, the odd live show. I'm actually going to be doing a show this St. Patrick's Day, the 17th of March, from Crumlin Road Jail in Belfast.
Wow.
They have a venue there that you can use. So we're going to do a streamed show that people can watch online from wherever they are in the world. So I'm looking forward to that. But I have, like everyone else, I have good weeks and I have bad weeks, and I get a bit down, and then you pick yourself up again and go for a walk and try and do a bit of exercise. And I think we're all the same right now. We're living day to day, aren't we? And just, you have to make the most of it.
Yeah.
When you can.
Yeah, absolutely right. You got that so right, my friend. I want to show some cool photos that we have that we dug up in our research department, my friend. This actually was when we met. When we, well, this was, these are good. This is, these are when actually we met, when you came into the PBS studio, and I was interviewing you and Chloe as well.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, this is in here in the States at PBS when you guys came in and joined us, which was fantastic. And we were doing the conversation, and it was really, really cool. And I remember the phones were very, very busy. Everybody was ringing off the hook, and they were discovering you actually, I think, for the first time when you were in the studio with us. And of course, Chloe was with us as well. And you've got a wonderful friendship with Chloe, don't you? This is when she was in the studio, known her for years, but you got a great friendship with Chloe, don't you? A great relationship.
Yeah, do you know what? She's one of my closest friends, and I've been lucky to tour America with her 3 times now, and we've done shows in Ireland together as well. And she's a great singer, fantastic singer. In fact, one of the best, in my opinion, best female singers I've ever worked with. And she's just got a great personality. She lights up the room when she walks in, her big white smile, and Hollywood smile, as we call it. And she's great. She's such good fun, to be on the road with, and she's always up to devilment, as they say. She's always up to something, But yeah, I can't wait to work with her again. I've missed her.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody too. Everybody. Barry says, can you get Nathan to say hello to please in Wexford? Hello to Barry in Wexford.
Hi, Barry. Hope
there
you're well.
Go. Your day is made, Barry. See, on the Jim Masters Show Live, we aim to please. I know, of course, too, family is very, very important to you. And look what we dug up. Are these cousins?
I don't even know who they are.
No, huh? They certainly look like they would be related, huh? This is a picture that somebody sent in to us.
I think they've got mixed up with someone else. That's definitely my family anyway. That's my dad.
That's your dad and your brother, right?
Yeah, that is. Yeah. That was Christmas here last year.
This was just this past year?
No, sorry, the year before. So a year gone, December gone there. We had a great family Christmas. We had 15 of my aunties and uncles and cousins and my nan and granddad. They all came and stayed at the house for Christmas, which was great. We couldn't do it this year, unfortunately, because of circumstances out of our control, but we'll make up for it next year, I think. Yeah, that's fantastic. And Becky Power, shout out from Nathan to Becky, and Leanne from County Waterford, I guess. Yeah, Hi,
That's
Leanne
nice.
and Becky. Yeah, thanks for writing, and big thanks to everybody who sent in messages. Very kind. I'm
Shout out to
definitely feeling the
Julie.
love today,
Yeah.
Jim. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Oh, a lot of levity coming your way, my friend. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all love the shout outs. Nathan, to do a big shout out, County Tyrone, Northern Ireland, for Dominic, looks like. Yeah. And Julie, to Julie and Celia and Huddersfield, Yorkshire, England. Yorkshire is where the Masters family come from on my father's side. My father's side, actually, they hail from Yorkshire.
Julie could be a long lost relative, Jim. You never
could
know.
be a long lost relative. I wouldn't doubt it, right?
I know.
That's super cool. Somebody, oh, here's another cool shot that we found. Is this a godchild, right?
That's one of my godchildren. Yes, it sure is. Yeah,
Happy,
that was 3 or 4 years ago now, maybe more.
Cool, huh? Helen in the UK says hello as well. And I love all these comments. Hello from Ontario, Canada, from Margaret. Alan says, we miss you on stage, from Linda. And thanks for Amanda's birthday message on Thursday. And hey, Nathan, Kim from Preston, and Sharon from Kilkenny. Love this. Hi, if Gene is watching in Southern California, all of the Carterites and our Lovities are merging here on the show, which I think is really, really cool, my friend. Somebody else too that actually I had an opportunity to interview, who I know you've had an opportunity to work with, who's very well known in Ireland, Daniel O'Donnell too, right?
Yeah, Daniel's a good friend. I've known him 15 years now at this stage. When I first started recording, he contacted me and he said he loved what I was doing, and he's been a great help, to be honest. He's a great ambassador for music in Ireland here, and he's done so well in the States, over with you guys for so many, and probably because of PBS, really, that kind of introduced him to so many people, and he's had so many shows on PBS. It was actually Daniel that persuaded me to do the PBS show. He said you should really try and get your TV show, or get your music heard, and PBS is the way to do it. So he's been a great support. He really has, and we stay in contact regularly. I send him funny WhatsApps every now and again. He's very funny. He's a good fella, very funny.
Absolutely. He really is. He's got a great sense of humor. You know what I love too is you are very good about paying homage to the family and to those who sort of, sacrificed and maybe put themselves aside to make sure that you and your brother and your sister, everybody is getting what they need. And when you have loving parents who do that, there's nothing better. And I know you've mentioned your mom doing that, and there's a great shot there.
Yeah, that's a lovely shot from years and years back.
How old were you there? Yeah, what, 4 or 5?
I'd say it was about 3 or 4 years old, maybe.
With you and your mom, yeah. And your mom and your parents really a big inspiration in your life, right?
She obviously mustn't have taken me to the hairdressers or the barbers much back then.
Well, it's funny because I had a haircut like that too. So I say that we had that haircut way before Justin Bieber did. we were the trendsetters as well.
Exactly, Jim. Yeah, you got it.
That's Mike and Jen in Connecticut. Connecticut says hello, Nathan. Karen in Nova Scotia says, you and your mom, so sweet. That really is a cool shot. And here's another one a little bit later in time. Really nice. Really nice. And then I love this shot of you.
Yeah, I wrote the book a couple of years ago. And that was taken on the day we released the book in Waterstones.
That's cool.
That one of me and Mum there. We'd obviously just been on holiday because we're very brown.
Yeah, nice.
I wish I had a tan like that now, Jim.
I don't doubt it, right? And then your sister and your brother there too, and again celebrating family. And I love this shot too with your parents.
Oh yeah,
nice.
I don't even know where that is. It must be in a restaurant somewhere.
Yeah. I know. The restaurants even open where you are, or no?
No,
I know
not
here,
at the minute, Jim. We're we can
lockdown.
get takeout. We can get takeout stuff but a lot of the restaurants, they haven't bothered opening. You know, they're just going to wait, I think, till they know more. And it's been so tough for businesses this year. It's just so hard. And I think whenever they do open up, I'm going to try and get as many people, urge people to go and shop local to try and support the businesses, you know, because they need every penny they can get whenever they do open, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's been tough in that effect. What are some of the things that inspire you to do what you do, my friend? And are there people that are on your dream list that you would love to work with, collaborate with, and maybe do duets with as well?
Oh, I have so many idols, from Elton John to Shania Twain to Garth Brooks to the Dixie Chicks. I love all those type of singers. And I've been asked that a good few times, and I think I've always said, like, I'd love to sing with Tom Jones, or to sing with, maybe to write a song with Ed Sheeran. Maybe he's really cool. I've always loved Ed's stuff, and he likes folk music as well. So and he loves Ireland, and he loves Irish music. So you never know. Maybe I'll bump into him one day, and he might consider writing a song.
Yeah, that would be really, really cool. Who's some of the folks, like if we were to take a look at your iPod or your CD player, what kind of music is in your library right now that you've been listening to, Nathan?
Well, I only listen to myself, Jim. So I don't.
That's what I figured.
No, do you know what? I love a lot of old music. I listen to the Beatles, and I listen to Merle Haggard and George Jones and Charlie Pride. Do you know country music lost so many singers this year, like Charlie Pride, and
Kenny Rogers.
Greats, you know, this.
Did you ever get a chance to meet Kenny? I had an opportunity to meet him and interview him briefly a couple years back.
A gentleman, an absolute
absolutely
gentleman. So nice. There's a guy here in Ireland, Dahi O'Shea. He's a presenter, and he tells a story about going to meet Kenny and interviewing him backstage. And they turned up 3 hours late for the interview. Their car broke down, their wagon broke down on the way to interview Kenny, and he was so understanding, and he brought them backstage, and he said, "Get these guys food. They broke down and all." He looked after them all night. And just a real nice guy, you know. And then I did a cruise 2 years ago and worked with Charlie Pride. I was on the same show as him, and God love him, he was still singing, you know, but he looked a bit frail, you know, in the last couple of years. So, but he did it till the end. He was still singing and performing. He was on the CMA award show. Right. The end of last year, and he sang Crystal Chandeliers, or one of the songs, I can't remember, but Kiss an Angel Good Morning, that's what he sang, I think, on the CMAs. But to still be performing at that age is amazing, you know, and he did so much for young aspiring black singers as well. Like he's you know, to be black and singing country music back then was a real tough thing, I'd imagine, you know. It wasn't easy.
That was revolutionary. Yeah,
he's done a lot for young, you know, black people singing, so he really did.
And for those that are not in Ireland or even in the UK, there is a real affinity, a real affection that Ireland has for folk and country music, huh?
Yeah, do you know, we've a stadium in Dublin called Croke Park, and it holds about 82,000 people or something around that. And Garth Brooks was meant to come and play it 3-4 years ago now, and he's the only act ever that sold out 5 nights. He sold 400,000 tickets. One Direction came and did 2 nights. U2 did 2 nights. Bruce Springsteen did 2 nights. The Spice Girls did 2 nights. But the only one who sold 5 was a country artist, and that was Garth Brooks. So that shows you how big country music is in Ireland. It's huge.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Shauna said she's sitting here crying after Wings to Fly because her uncle passed away 1 year this year, and it's after reminding me of him. I'm in tears. That song, I'm sure that song takes on wings, pun intended, of its own. People can relate to maybe losses that they've had as well, and they're celebrating the lives of family that they are connecting with in the beauty of that song and your sheer talent and preparing that song and sharing it, my friend. You know who's watching too? Connor McGinty, who was a guest. Hey, Connor. Great interview, folks.
Connor's a fantastic singer. Yeah, I've seen him perform on social media and stuff. He's really good, really good.
Yeah. And it's good to see you, Connor. We had a great conversation with him. People can see that on our YouTube channel as well, Jim Masters TV. Watching from Cork. You know, I've got a story about Cork, my friend. I was, I think I mentioned this to Connor and a few others. I was asked to march in the New York City St. Patrick's Day parade. That's about 2 years ago. Beautiful parade, you know, up Fifth Avenue. And I'm sure you're very, very familiar with it, of course, and been involved in it. And the friends of mine just happened to, they themselves had relations tied to Cork. So they said, hey, do you want to march with us? And I said, sure, I'd be happy to march. And I hadn't marched in the St. Patrick's Day parade in New York in years, since I think I was a kid, and maybe when I was in the Air Force ROTC type thing, or Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts or something. So it was it was an honor to be asked. And they just happened to be with the Cork contingent. So of course, you go to St. Patrick's Cathedral to the mass, and you have the wonderful Irish breakfast with everybody. It's a full day. And then we start marching, and we're going down Fifth Avenue, and it was great. The sides, everybody's packed in and waving and cheering. It was beautiful, sunny weather. We were very, very fortunate, especially in March. And again, it was 2 years ago, so they obviously didn't have the parade last year. And so I'm hearing the crowd yell out these cheers. And I'm like, wow, gee, they're cheering, they're waving, because all the different, I guess, counties and the different areas represented in Ireland are marching along. So I was asked to march with, again, friends who have they're part of that Cork contingent. So I'm marching along and I'm waving to everybody, and we're smiling. Hi, how are you? And I'm seeing, grandmothers and children and everybody so happy. And I said, well, it is a New York crowd. And sometimes they might say just about anything. So who knows what they're actually screaming. And I couldn't hear exactly what they were shouting out. I just knew they were saying up something, up something, up something. So I said to myself, gee, I wonder if they're actually waving at us, and they're saying, because it sounded like it from a distance with all the noise and the marching bands, it almost sounded like they were saying, up yours, hi, up yours, up yours, up yours. And I'm waving back, and I'm like, you too, to grandmothers and children. I'm like, you too, and you too, and you too. And one of my friends in the contingent said, Jim, what do you think they're saying? I said, well, this, it's New York, and they could say anything. Who knows, I think they're saying, are they saying up, up yours or something? And they go, no, that's not what they're saying. I said, well, I'm waving and smiling and saying, you too. And they're like, no, they're saying up Cork, up Cork, up Cork. And
not up yours.
No, they're not saying, and from a distance with the noise and the music and the cheering, up your. I'm like, wait, they can't be. That little kid couldn't have told me. That grandmother didn't say up yours, did she? And I'm like, you too. Hi. No, up Cork, Jim, up Cork. And then when it's all over, the pub crawl starts, and wow, you go from place to place to place to place to place to place. And you're like, this person's here, this person's here, and here. It's incredible. It's quite an experience. I would say that
when you could pack people into a bar. Do you remember them days?
Yeah. Now you can't even do that. Yeah. Deidre says, great interview. You two should talk on shows more often. So much to talk about from Lincolnshire, England. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. And it's a pleasure. And Denise, I have VIP tickets for the Belfast gig in March. I have to fly over from England, so I have fingers crossed. That's awesome. Can't wait for Newcastle. Hi, Nathan from North Yorkshire. And going through a breakup right now, so meant a lot to hear from Nathan tonight. That's beautiful to hear. The St. Patrick's Day Parade is on your bucket list. You've been to that, right? The New York St. Patrick's Day Parade?
I haven't, Jim. No, it's. I was invited along to do last year, and of course, COVID all kicked off, and we didn't get over. But I definitely want to do it. Up ahead, it's on the bucket list. I want to tick it off at some stage to go and maybe sing at it, or definitely go and just be there for it. Anyway, it'd be great fun.
Yeah, Tony says hope to see you in the USA with Chloe again when this mess is all over. Yeah, absolutely. And Merlin and Ontario, Cork, LOL. Well, now I know it's up Cork. I guess that's what they do. They say up each area, up, up Kerry. But the Cork sounded. That's funny. Watching from Scotland. Good to see you as well. And you need to tour the US with country music. How about any of that? Have you ever had a thought of moving to Nashville or living? I know some artists have done that. Damian McGinty, I believe, is in that area. Some artists have done that. Is Nashville ever calling at your heart?
I've been to Nashville a good few times actually, and I love going there, but I couldn't see myself ever living there, I don't think. But I do love visiting, and I've written a good few songs in Nashville with different writers and stuff, and sang at the Opry as well, funny enough, a good few years back with a guy called Larry Gatlin, the Gatlin brothers. They invited me up to sing a song with them, which was great fun.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, Larry Gatlin of the Gatlin brothers, that's a legend you're talking about there, huh? That's amazing.
Jimmy, oh, there we go. You're back now. You went on me again.
Yeah, Larry Gatlin, that is really, that's an honor because Larry Gatlin
is fun. Yeah, he loves Ireland as well. And I'd met him when he came to Ireland. And then when I went over, we were filming a TV documentary for RTE, and he invited us to sing on the Opry, which was great fun. It's such an iconic stage that, from Hank Williams to Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash have all performed there, so it's just incredible to stand on that stage and sing.
I want to show this too, my friend. Congratulations on this UK Country Music Awards 2020 winner, UK Country Artist of the Year, Nathan Carter. Tell us about this.
Yeah, he was nominated for that award last year, and unfortunately I couldn't get over to the award show, but it was listen, anytime that you're nominated for an award is great, and to win it was even better. And, it was down to the public vote, so thankfully a lot of people must have voted, which I'm very glad about.
Yeah, congratulations. That's awesome. I also want to talk about some of the albums over the years too that people might not be as familiar with. How about this one? that goes back a little bit. Now, goes back a little bit. This is one of the first, right?
That was my first professional album. Yeah, in Ireland. That's over 10 years ago. Now. Yeah.
What was it like? That's quite a thing to have your first album. The Way That You Love Me. Tell me about that. And what was it like? It had to be quite exciting to have your first album, huh?
It was, yeah. I mean, I've always loved recording and going in the studio, and that was a big deal for me back then. It cost a lot of money to record, and we put it out, and there was a few original songs on it, but it was mainly covers of old country songs, that we did. But yeah, it was great fun. I've recorded, I think, 10 albums since that. It's hard to believe, but I've kind of done an album every year. Just you do an album to promote the tour and to
did a Christmas album too.
I did, Christmas Stuff it was called, and that was actually my favorite album to record because I love Christmas songs, and I wrote a couple on that particular album. So yeah, I'm very proud of that one.
That's fantastic. And people can get that on Amazon, Spotify, the website, all the usual
Yeah,
places.
on all
Yeah.
of them, and
Yeah.
if you go to my Facebook page, there's a link there for the website as well with all the merchandise.
Tell about this one too, Where I Want to Be.
Yeah, that was the first album that went to #1 for me.
Yeah,
That's about 7 or 8 years ago now. That did really well for us. That album actually went to #1 in Ireland, and then I think we got a top 20 in the UK as well, which was a big deal for us at the time, and still is. And proud of that one as well.
That's incredible, huh? Here's another. Living the dream.
I'm not living the dream at the minute. I wish it was.
I noticed a little bit of a pause there, right? It's like, what, tell us about this album, what it was like putting this one together.
That was about 4 years ago now. As I say, I've done one every year, which is hard to believe. But it's funny when you're doing so many gigs. A lot of people just want new material or something new to buy. So that's probably the reason we've done it. But and of course, the latest album was released the end of last year, and it was basically the anniversary collection. That one there, and that's I think it's got 20 tracks on that album. So there's a lot of tracks on that.
I love this shot. Yeah, absolutely. I love this shot too. In case you missed it, there's the album.
Yeah. Well, that was it. That was the day we did the signing. We signed 500 albums. It took me about 3 hours to sign them. But
I saw that. That's amazing. And of course, we played this earlier, and that again, "Wings to Fly," which is so very touching, very moving. How about this one, "Beautiful Life," Nathan?
Yeah, I actually signed with a record company a good few years ago called Decca Records, and that was the album I released with them. And Decca being a part of Universal Music Group.
Yes.
It was a big deal, very big deal for me at the time to sign with them. It was a huge record deal, and I did one album with them. That was the only album I did with them, and then I went back then to be in I have my own label, and distribute it myself. So, which is a lot easier. Sometimes record companies they want control of everything, So
that's a big thing, a big issue these days, right? Exactly. So you have Nathan Carter Music. How about this one, "Born for the Road"?
Yeah, that was one from 2 years back. That was recorded in Nashville. All the tracks were done in Nashville on that album, I think, and it was great fun. I didn't use my normal band. I went over to Nashville and got the best session musicians I could find, and we recorded all the tracks within 2 days. They're so quick in Nashville at recording; it's unbelievable. They chart it out and they play it once and they nail it. They don't wait around for a second go. They just get it right every time. And great fun working with them Nashville guys. Now they're seriously talented.
They really, really are. Here's another one, my friend. "This Song Is For You."
Yeah, that takes me back. That's my Liverpool jacket there, the red jacket.
Yeah, that's a popular one too. Some great comments coming in. Love all your music, Nathan. Karen asked, does your sister and brother sing as well? Your brother, of course, we know does. Does your sister, is she in performance?
She does, yeah. She sings. She doesn't sing for a living, or she doesn't. She just does it for enjoyment. She actually raps as well, which is kind of funny. Like I wouldn't be into rap music at all, but my sister is. She's actually very good at it, at rapping. The only rapping I'm good at is rapping presents. That's it. That's the only thing.
That's it. That's your limit from the. That's cool. I think this was a single, right? This one here.
Yeah, that was released last year. It was a song I wrote called Sarah Jane, and that was one of the singles from last year. It did very well for us actually. The video is up online for that.
So that's cool. So you can find that one online too. And Sarah Jane, a wonderful performer as well.
Yeah, the song's written about a girl who plays the fiddle, and she's a busker in Dublin. But unfortunately, there isn't a real life Sarah Jane. We just made it
Just came that
it's fictional, you know.
fictitious just for the song. Cool.
Yes.
I love that. Now, this was when you were doing, you were actually playing the accordion in one of the music videos. Tell us about this one here.
Yeah, that's from the Sarah Jane music video, actually, which was recorded in Dublin on Grafton Street, which the song actually mentions Grafton Street in it. And yeah, I did laugh because I had a hat on the floor pretending to be busking, and no one threw any money at it, so it was kind of very embarrassing.
No. Did you make at least, $1 or?
We didn't make anything. We were there for about 10 minutes and no one put any money in the hat. So I jokingly said to the cameraman, maybe I should hang up the boots here. I'm meant to be a professional singer, so
right, yeah.
Not even getting €1.
Yeah, the street performances maybe not so much, but the big, the 3 Arena and selling that out, and some of the others might be more of what it's about. Here's another one too, going back a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Time of My Life.
That was my second album actually. And I think I've still got that jacket in the wardrobe somewhere. It doesn't fit anymore, though, I don't think.
So, like you said, you've. I was saying earlier before you got cut off, seems like the audio is hanging in there, which is really good. I think maybe just weather, probably because you have that bad weather that's happening right now. That could be what was interfering with the audio. Maybe you had some storm overhead. But I was saying earlier, and I've heard you mention this on a show, I think maybe it was on the RTE, which for those watching is the major Irish television network. It would be sort of like our CBS, NBC, ABC, that people think that you're a lot older than you are because you've been on the scene for so long, over 10 plus years. They think your age is older than you actually are, right?
I used to say that, but now I'm over 30, so I can't consider myself young anymore,
So it all caught up?
It's all caught up, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, I've been on TV, I suppose, for the last 7 or 8 years, and I actually think I looked older then than I do now. Just the way I probably dressed and had my hair and stuff. But yeah, listen, we all grow old, don't we? So I'm not on my own.
I like that. That write that down. That's a great song line there. We all grow old, don't we? I'm not on my own. I like that. Karen says she would have put some money in your hat, Nathan. And also Grafton Street, of course, mentioned in so many Irish songs as well. Got a couple of more cool shots. There's this one here. Of course, this is from your PBS special, right?
Yeah, it sure is. That was from the 3 Arena in Dublin.
Yeah.
I think we had 9,000 people there that night. It was an incredible gig, and so lucky that we filmed it really for TV. It was a great night.
And what was that experience? I know I asked this of you when we were on television here in the States together on public television, what that experience was like to have a special, a performance special, doing what you love, performing. It was captured at the 3 Arena there in Ireland, and to now have it, broadcast on television to an American audience, and Canadian as well, got a chance to see it. That really had to be quite sort of next level for you in so many different ways. It must have been an incredible experience for you to have that, a television special on here in the United States.
Yeah, I mean, the venue itself was a big undertaking because it held so many. And the week before I was there, Ed Sheeran was there playing for 4 nights, and I went and seen him. And then obviously we had our show and it sold out as well. So we were very lucky. And then we filmed it, and then when I got the news that PBS were going to air the show, I was just delighted because obviously I wouldn't be well known in America at all. So it was a good step in the right direction to try and get my music heard. And as I say, PBS has been so good to a lot of the Celtic acts like Celtic Thunder and Riverdance and Daniel O'Donnell and stuff. The PBS has been great to all them acts. So you know, I'm lucky that I've had the show on there, and who knows, they'll hopefully play it again sometime in the future.
Right, exactly. And a lot of wonderful Irish artists have come through over the years too. And I think that's fantastic. You know, the celebration. I think Riverdance was one of the big ones that sort of resurrected the love of Irish culture and music and dance and performance. And boy, there's so many people that have come through that I've had an opportunity. Ronan Tynan and Finbar, right, and Frank Patterson. Remember Frank Patterson? He was a legend in Ireland too, and his wife Eiley. He would come in and he would sing with his rosy cheeks, and his wife Eiley would play on the little mini piano, accompanying him in the studio. It was really, really cool. A lot of love for the culture. Here's another. Of course, this is Celtic Roots live with Nathan Carter, and that was the DVD of that as well. And Staying Up All Night. Now, that's something you got to watch out for, right? You can't necessarily stay up every single night. I think I heard you once say that you've cut back the staying up all night to maybe only 2 nights a week now.
Not even. I've had no friends around, or no parties or nothing really. It's been a very boring Christmas and New Year. The celebrations will continue though whenever we're allowed.
Right. Absolutely. I think Denise says, I think you should do the 3 Arena next year. Any more songs, any new material? I know you have just released that album, the collection, the 10th anniversary collection. Congratulations on that. Any new music you're working on as well?
Yeah, I'm actually doing a few writing sessions next week with a few different writers here in Ireland, and I have another song in the pipeline, should I say, that I'm going to finish in the next month. I'm going to hopefully have that out in the summer maybe, but at the minute we're pushing Wings to Fly, which is the song you played before in memory of my good friend Nicky James, and I'll be promoting that in the UK as of the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be doing a big radio promo week and hopefully get the song played as much as possible.
You got the guitar there. Did you want to strum it and play something live for us as well?
You know what? I was going to sing May the Road Rise, and then you guys played the video, so you're probably better off anyway with the video.
that was the one. We also have the one with you and Chloe that was sent. Yeah. So let's play that, and then we'll come back. We'll chat up a little bit more about this one.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Oh, many days you have lingered around like cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Oh, hard times come again.
Just a little bit of a clip they sent there, just a little bit of a teaser. Was there something else that you wanted to do on the guitar? Anything that you could, something new from the album, maybe?
I can do. Do you know what? I haven't sang in so long. It's been, it's literally been months since I've done anything. But we were talking about Johnny Cash before. He wrote a lovely song years ago about Ireland when he was flying into Shannon, and he looked down through the plane window and he seen all these different coloured fields of green, and he wrote a song then called The 40 Shades of Green, which my granddad used to sing, so I'll do a bit of that. I close my eyes and picture the moon down the sea, the fishing boats dingle to the shores of Donaghadee.
Why I miss the river Shannon, the folks at Skibbereen, the moorlands and their meadows with their 40 shades of green. Most of all, I miss the girl in Tipperary town. Most of all, I miss her lips as soft as I down. Again, I long to see and do the things we've done and seen, with the breezes sweet as Shalimar, and there's 40 shades of green. The breezes sweet as Shalimar, and there's 40 shades of green. There we go.
Very nice, my friend. Very nice. What came first for you? Was it the piano, the guitar, the accordion? Because I know you are a multi-instrumentalist, Nathan.
Yeah, I mean, I've played music since I was 3 or 4, and I think I've gradually got worse on most of the instruments. But yeah, to be honest, practice makes perfect, and I could do with a bit of practice. I can't wait till we can actually go back and do them live shows again. I've missed them so much, you know. Miss meeting people, miss the band, and I miss music in general.
You know, I think you've got a backup plan too. If this whole music thing doesn't work out, you can go into comedy.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you got a great. I like your quick wit, which I think is brilliant. And people are saying that too. Brilliant, Nathan, and awesome song, Nathan. They love when the artists or any of our guests, whatever they do, whatever their field of endeavor is, when they perform live. Like that. So we really appreciate that. Thank you, Nathan. Awesome from Merlin in Ontario. Nancy says, music misses you too, Nathan. And we miss you too, Nathan. You know, if you weren't doing this, what else would you be doing? What would be the other thing that Nathan Carter would have done if he didn't go into music? What other passions do you have as well?
I'm a big lover of cars. I always have been since I was a kid. I'd say I'd probably be involved in car sales, or maybe try and have a garage or something, you know, and sell cars. But unfortunately, I just lose money on cars. I've lost so much money through the years buying and selling cars. It's unbelievable. I've actually owned about 27 vehicles in 12 years. So yeah.
Have you really?
I think it's a bit of an addiction at this stage.
You know who's big with that here in the States? You're familiar with the comedian. He was the host of The Tonight Show before Jimmy Fallon, Jay Leno.
Jay Leno's garage. He's got a show on TV. I've watched it. I watch his YouTube channel as well. He's got his garage is just amazing. It's just the who's who of cars. You know, it's just the best of the best. He's big into Bentleys as well, and a lot of the British brands, you know, Rolls Royce and Bentley and MG. He's got a few old MGs as well. So yeah, it's a big passion of mine, is cars.
What are some of your favorites
that I've owned? Well, I've been very fortunate to have owned Porsche 911s and an Aston Martin DB9. I had one of them that was in the James Bond film a few years ago. I only had it for 6 months though. I was more worried parking it than anything else, in case someone dented the door or banged the door in Tesco or Asda when I was shopping. And then, you know, I've got a Ford Transit and a van, and I love driving that. So, you know, as long as it's got 4 wheels and an engine, that's all you need, isn't it?
That's it. No Tesla yet or anything like that, huh? Any electric cars you've been toying with?
Sorry, Jim, you broke up again. The audio went on me. There must be a cow outside blocking the signal.
It's got to be a cow. That's right. How about any electric cars or like Tesla or any of those that are gaining in popularity now?
I'm catching every fourth word at the minute. So go again, Jim.
What was the word that you caught? Tesla? I was saying that.
Did you say Tesla?
Yeah. Any other electric?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The electric cars. Yeah. I'd love to own one, actually. I do. I've studied a lot of them online and YouTube videos, and I watch a good bit on the new. I mean, we're all going to be electric within the next 10 or 15 years, really. You know, the old conventional petrol engine or diesel engine will be a thing of the past. So yeah, electric cars are definitely the future. Maybe that'll be the next purchase whenever I start making a bit of money again. Right. Go and buy a car.
I know it's so tell us about some of the things that you do have coming up that people can look forward to as well, my friend.
Yeah, we've a lot of dates on the website around Ireland and the UK, and that trip to Spain we do every year. We're keeping everything crossed that that's going to happen this year. It got postponed last year, so that happens in October. So we're praying and fingers crossed that will go ahead. But in the meantime, we've got St. Patrick's Day. We're going to be doing the live streamed event from Crumlin Road Jail in Belfast. So people from all around the world can tune in at their leisure and watch it. And so that's happened the 17th of March, and we're really looking forward to it.
St. Patrick's Day. A couple of comments coming in. And again, we welcome everybody. If you're just joining us, I'm your host, Jim Masters. We're live here worldwide on the Jim Masters Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series. And we encourage everybody to give some levity to our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. Subscribe. There's over 235 episodes of our Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series. My very special guest is our great friend, Nathan Carter, brilliant singer-songwriter, as you've witnessed. I don't think he realizes that he's very funny. I mean, I think some of the funniest people on the earth are the Irish. Just quick wit, always like to have a lot of Irish crack, always like to make people feel good. And I know that's important to you. You are very in tune with your fans. When you're on stage, you're very in tune with your audience, whether it's meets and greets or just, working the audience. And that means a lot to you. You're not just there to perform and then walk off. You really, really love and feed off the energy of the audience. And when they tell you things like you've heard even today, some of the feedback on just some of the material that we've shared on this show now, that really moves you when somebody comes up to you and say, "Hey, Nathan, I've been following you for a long time, and I never had a chance to write to you or Facebook you or say anything to you, but your music really touches me or it moves me, or I really, really appreciate your talent and your craft and what you do." I know that's very, very important to you, isn't it, Nathan?
It definitely is, yeah. I mean, there's no better feeling than getting compliments, especially if you've written the song or, and whenever we go out and do a show, we just try and make people enjoy themselves. They come out and everybody has stuff going on in their personal lives or, troubles at home, and people come out to enjoy themselves. And we try and put on a show that makes people forget about their troubles and just, they hopefully leave and say, "We had a fantastic night." And that's, if they do that, then I've done my job properly. That's, and we do a lot of meet and greets as well after the show generally. And it's one of the things I've missed is actually just speaking to people and the interaction with people. It happened so often whenever we were gigging, we would do about 120, 130 shows a year. So I definitely have missed it and missed the people.
There are two quick, I don't know if you're able to do it, but Sinead said either can you sing There You Are, or Marie said, can you sing Walk Alone, Please? And thanks. Mary Ennis, Wexford Town. Are you able to spin up any of those? Either There You Are or...
I actually haven't sang any of them songs in years. I don't even know if I remember the lyrics, to be honest. So
I might pass on that one if that's okay, guys.
They're picking some old school stuff here, huh?
Yeah.
Make it more current, folks. This is a good question from Jennifer, who's watching in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Nathan, do you like John Denver? I love him. I'm a mountain woman, Slancha. She loves John Denver. Of course, was another incredible music artist we lost way too soon.
Yeah. He's one of my favorites now. I think he's incredible. Annie's song, Leaving on a Jet Plane, Country Boy, Grandma's Feather Bed. And probably the most popular country song of all time, or it has to be in the top 3, is Country Roads. It's country, just known the world over, you know. So he was a master when it came to songwriting and songs that really just connected with people. He was, and as you said, taken too young. You know, he died in a plane crash, didn't he?
Yeah. When his private plane, right, his own plane. Yeah. And it went down off the coast, the West Coast. And yeah, you're right. Take Me Home, Country Roads is one of the most beloved. Also, another Sunshine on My Shoulders, another really popular one as well. Any country music artists who might be watching now or watch this in the archives that you would love to duet with, and non-country too? I know we've focused on country a lot, and you're known for the country and you have a real love for it, and folk as well. I've had an opportunity to meet and interview a lot of folks in the folk area as well, some real legends. But whether it's country or folk, any artists that you would love to collaborate and duet with, and any non-country and non-folk that would be on your list of, wow, that would be kind of cool to share the stage with them or share a recording session with them?
I think if I got to sing with Dolly Parton, maybe that would be a dream come true. And then non-folk, non-country, I'd have to say Tom Jones. Yeah, I think he's probably the best singer alive, to be honest. He's just incredible.
Yeah, and what a career. I mean, he continues and continues and continues. It's unbelievable. And also another artist from Wales, Engelbert Humperdinck, has continued and still performs to this day. They're very popular, sort of at the same time, coming out of Europe. Yeah. And of course, with Tom Jones, you know what they used to do when he was on stage, right? In the earlier years, I think it was probably the 60s and the 70s. The women would throw the right. For some reason, that sounds sweeter than panties. But the knickers, they would throw the. They would throw the. I don't know what
he didn't mind them throwing the panties as long as they were clean. That's what he used to say.
Have you ever had any of that? Have you ever had any interesting or unusual fan experiences like that, where they, gave you something on stage, or just it was really? I mean, obviously he had that where they would toss that on stage, and that was sort of like the running gag. Anything Nathan style at all? Not yet.
But no, there wouldn't be many panties or knickers thrown on the stage that often, to be honest.
Because your mom probably would run in and say, "Knock that off." He's performing. That is funny. Yeah. There is one that they're asking about. Of course, one of the classics. I think everybody has sung it. Danny Boy. You think you strum a little of Danny Boy, maybe? That probably is an easy one, huh?
I believe it. I've known the song since I was a kid, but I've never sang it live. I don't even know if I'd remember the lyrics of it, but it's a great song. Definitely an all-time classic.
Yeah, that's, I mean, there's so much more music too. Everybody thinks of just Danny Boy, or what's the other one? When Irish Eyes Are Smiling. Yeah, but it's. I'm looking. So this person says, "Looking great, Mr. Carter." Willie says, please release me. That's funny. So, what are some of the other things that you like to do to keep busy, my friend? You know, when you're not doing music, some of the other hobbies and things you like to do to pass the day.
I would be big into Netflix at the minute. So I'm binge watching a lot of shows. So yeah, probably I used to go to cinema every week as well, whenever it was open, and see whatever the latest films are out. So I would have liked to have been a film critic maybe in my past life if I could have been. But yeah, basically go to the cinema.
Yeah, the movies. Exactly. Yeah, it's good escapism. Yeah. His signal went. I noticed the signal. Did you notice the sound was getting a little crinkly there? I think it's the weather. They're having bad weather there in Ireland. Keep these comments coming. You guys are great with the comments. He'll come back in. You're the best. They throw underwear at Nathan too, or knickers, as you said. Good vibes from Valerie. And let's see what else we have here. Hi, Nathan. Hope to see you in, is it Stirling, Scotland for the first time? Fingers crossed. Love. Aileen from Scotland. Nice to see you, Aileen. All of you watching on our YouTube channel, we welcome you. It's a pleasure to have you here. And I know Nathan sounds like he's drowning. I think probably in all the rain, he's got a rainstorm or something happening there. Ooh, the sound, bad connection. Yep. We always hear it before you guys. What's the noise? It's called technology and weather coming together and not necessarily being pleasant. When is Nathan coming to Wales? We will find out. I'm sure he's going to scramble to get back in. Mike and Jen say you're an old soul, and that's great. And Karen in Nova Scotia says, haha, I've been to many shows through the years, and but they have never thrown any knickers. I know knickers just sounds sweeter, doesn't it? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys are doing well, and we appreciate you joining us. Liz Walsh says, great interview, Jim. Enjoyed the show. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that as well. And Nathan, I love your singing May the Road Rise to Meet You, featuring the High Kings. If you missed that or joined us late, we did have some music videos that we shared with all of you as well. And I love what Juanita says. Juanita is in South Africa, and she says, we don't throw underwear here. I tell you, Juanita, you should go into comedy too, because she's one of our regular viewers, our loveties. In South Africa, we don't throw underwear here. It's too expensive. That is funny. You're missing all the gigs as well. Great chat. Love his voice. Hi to Maureen Lyons, doing well after her surgery. That's very nice to hear. I'm glad she's doing well. Thank you very much for the comments coming in here. Lynn says, have had the pleasure to see Nathan live 3 times. I'm a huge, probably fan from New Zealand. Irish weather. Yes, if you take bad weather in Ireland and the not so hot Wi-Fi and you blend them together, not so good. And he's off in sort of a more rural area, so his Wi-Fi probably isn't that hot, but I'm sure he's trying to get back in, but his signal probably isn't that strong. Valerie says, Nathan, hope his Dublin gigs go ahead in July. And yeah, I guess you need to keep watch of his website, nathancarter.com. And Wagon Wheel, yes, that is the classic. Loving the interview. Thank you very much. We appreciate that, Anna Maria, as well, and Valerie. And if you missed these shots we showed earlier, which were really, really cool, we actually went back in time a little bit. There he is with his sister and brother and his mom. And there he is as a kid. That's a cute shot, huh? And then again with his mom and dad. There's another cool shot. That's actually his calendar. He's got a calendar out for 2021. And he also wrote a book. It's right here. And it's an autobiography. Born for the Road, My Story So Far, Nathan Carter. That's relatively new as well, the book. I don't know if you know, he had a calendar and a book as well. This was the public television special in the States, where there was this one, and there was also the other one. And again, that's where he and I had met, because I had the opportunity to, we were brought together when we were interviewing him on public television, or you may know it as PBS here in the States. There we are with Chloe Agnew and my co-host Lee. And there we are as well, Nathan and I. And that's in the public television studio live here in the United States when he was in the studio with us. Chloe was with us as well. That's when they were touring. That's Chloe and I back in master control, or the studio production area as well. And this is Nathan's latest album, Anniversary Collection, Nathan Carter Anniversary Collection. And you can check that out. 10th anniversary, looking at 10 years of his music. Can you imagine that? Warren is reading the book right now. Just received it for my birthday along with the new CD. That's cool. Yeah, if he's able to make it back, if his Wi-Fi hasn't cut out on him, we'll ask him about Wagon Wheel. That would be cool. Thanks, Liz. We love that. Wagon Wheel, of course. Wagon Wheel is a song that is really, really a claim to fame for him. Really, really nice. Thanks, Willie. That is funny, Maureen. Absolutely. We will do that, Marie. Thank you very much. That's cool. You're watching the show and making dinner for your family. That's wonderful. We love that. You love the book and calendar. That's cool as well. And again, you can check all that out on his website, of course. You love the book and calendar. Take a look at some more of these comments coming in here. You have the book and calendar as well. Again, those of you who are watching on our YouTube channel, love it if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have so many incredible guests and so many amazing artists from all over the world, not just in music, but in all walks of life here on our Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series, the Jim Masters Show Live. Want to see some more comments coming in here. Really nice. He must have gone to the loo. Could be. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wings to Fly, so great from the new album. Yes, we played that earlier too. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see that. Really, really amazing. Yes, it's about 10 in Ireland now, just about 10. And it's about approaching 5 p.m. Eastern where we are here. Good to see you, Rhonda, in Virginia Beach. Thank you very much. And Valerie as well. Barry, you were commenting. Good to see you, Barry. All of you are now Lovedies on the Jim Masters Show Live. Anybody watching for the first time, and all of our regular Lovedies, you guys are considered the Lovedies. And can you ask Nathan, said hi and thanks from Marie Ennis, Wexford. Thanks, Jim. I would love it. We sure will. I will pass that on. Hello from Inverness, Scotland. Let us know where you're watching from, everybody. We have a lot of England, Ireland, Scotland, United States, Canada, Australia, other parts of the world. The man he built a little pub outside on the patio, sort of like a mini pub he set up. We were chatting before he went live on the air. We started a little bit late because he was having Wi-Fi issues. So we wanted to make sure everything was okay. New Zealand. We love New Zealand. So New Zealand, it's already tomorrow, right? It's already Monday for you in New Zealand. I want to let you know, right next door to New Zealand, of course, Australia, we have coming up on our show Rebecca Harkin is going to be joining us. Rebecca is a brilliant singer and songwriter, originally from Ireland, and she is the sister of Keith Harkin, who you know from Celtic Thunder. She's going to be with us in just about a week and a half. You can check our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV, and see some of the amazing guests that we have coming up on the Jim Masters Show Live. Rebecca's joining us as well. Brilliant actor and singer Sam Harris is coming up this Saturday. He's very, very popular. He's going to be joining us as well. And then a wonderful dancer and singer and actor, originally from San Francisco. His family hails originally from Russia. This is Nikita Berstian, wonderful off-Broadway actor and performer. He's joining us as well, and so many other artists. If you missed our chats with Phil Coulter and Lady Jean Galway and Sir James Galway, Ryan Kelly, Colm Keegan, Damien McGinty, Mairead Nesbitt, Chloe Agnew, Paul Byram, Roy Buckley, Connor McGinty, Damien McGinty, George Hutton, and so many others. Check them all out on our YouTube channel. We have extensive epic conversations we've had with all of them, and lots of Irish crack and many, many more. Let's take a look at some of the comments that are coming in here. You're watching from beautiful Wexford, Ireland. Welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. It's a pleasure to have you here. Great show. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hopefully he's getting his Wi-Fi connected again. Again, it sounds like, and we'll have him back, of course, but it sounds like maybe the weather is a little rough there where he is. Elizabeth says, I'm watching your show for the first time. Well, thank you very much. We love that. Welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live, or as all our viewers call it, Lovety Hall. Everybody calls themselves the Loveties here because the show is all positivity, inspiring. A lot of people are saying they watch the show because it gives them good vibes, especially with everything that we've been going through in this last year around the world with the pandemic and the economy and all these, and the civil unrest. It's so beautiful to have all of you here from wherever you're watching around the world. We are here every day live on the Jim Masters Show Live. And if you ever miss any of our episodes, you can see them on our YouTube channel. Maureen says, hi, Jim. Say hello to Catriona, my mom. She's just out of the hospital after breaking her hip. Maureen, it's wonderful to see you, and you as well, to Catriona. And I hope you have speedy recovery. And breaking the hip is not a fun thing at all, but I'm glad she's on the mend, and we send her joy, love, and blessing. Marie says, yes, it's 10 here. And Liz says, Anne from Grenard sends regards to Nathan, the biggest fan. And as soon as he says yes, Karen, it's up to him. As soon as he says yes. We have had Emmett O'Hanlon. I forgot to mention Emmett O'Hanlon. Also, we did a wonderful conversation with Emmett O'Hanlon, who, of course, you know, originally from Celtic Thunder. And he's got a brilliant career. He just returned to the States from Germany. You can see that interview. We did it live from his home, his parents' home in New York. Emmett was with us as well, which was terrific. It is 10 o'clock in Ireland. Yes, I know. And I remember the first time I saw Nathan was Golden Discs in Dundrum in Dublin, and I could not open my mouth to him. I was too shy. We welcome everybody watching. You're watching from Germany. Welcome. It's nice to have you with us from Germany for the first time, watching from beautiful Belfast. Nice to see you as well. Love having you here on the show. Let's see who else is tuning in. Great show. First time watching from Kilkenny City in Ireland. That is beautiful. Nice to have you with us, Sharon. Love Celtic Thunder. Neil Byrne, too. Neil Byrne is a great friend of our show, and I interviewed him many times on television here in the States. I did a wonderful conversation with Neil, and you can see it on our YouTube channel. I think we chatted for a good amount of time. He played live on the show, live from his home in Ireland. You can see my conversation with Neil Byrne from Celtic Thunder on our YouTube channel, as well as Ryan Kelly on our YouTube channel as well. They're all there on Jim Masters TV. And good stuff, good stuff. You're watching from Donegal. Beautiful Donegal. Nice to see you, Carrie Marie. And Denise, yeah, Nathan needs his brother Jake to help him sort out his Wi-Fi issues. He's good with it. Jake, you watching, Jake? Help your brother. I will give you a shout out. And you're watching from Cork. You're watching the show for the very first time. Yes, Neil Byrne, he's a great guy. And again, and of course, George Donaldson, you know, from Celtic Thunder, who passed away. He was fantastic. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. You're in Wexford, Ireland. You're in Dublin, Ireland. That's beautiful. We love that. And it's 2200 there in Scotland, huh? Thank you very much. We would have gone a little bit longer. We actually went almost 2 hours with Nathan. We would have gone a little bit longer, but his internet just... So we will definitely have him back. We will definitely have him back. Yeah, maybe he went off for a Guinness. That is funny. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na. You want the Jeopardy music. Da-na-na-na-na, da-da-da-da-da. There's your Jeopardy theme song, Dwayne Stendridge. Irish Strung Slancha. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. You're still here from Wexford. And thanks, gang. We the reason why we did this show earlier here, it's about 5 p.m. Eastern here where we are in the northeastern United States. And it's about a little after 2 p.m. on the west coast of Canada and the United States. I know for you guys, it's about 4 or 5 minutes after 10 p.m. there in England and Ireland and Scotland, Netherlands and Spain and France. So we're very, very happy that you joined us later in the evening. The reason we normally do our show at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. If you miss anything, you can see it all on our YouTube channel, all the episodes. But we did this earlier here to accommodate the later time that it is in Ireland. So it started at 8 p.m. there for Nathan. Great interview. Well done. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We were hoping for a little bit more and a nice, smooth, ciao, cheers, goodbye, and toast like we enjoy. But we will do that. You watched the Ron Kelly episode here on the Jim Master Show Live a few times. Thank you very much, Karen, in Nova Scotia. It's been a wonderful time today. Thank you, Maureen. Rhonda, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We had a good time with Nathan for the time that we had him. His wife, we were trudging through the storm, the weather. We don't give up. After everything we've been through in 2020, you don't give up in the new year. You just keep going forward. Positivity. And I keep saying on this show, I hope that when we return to sort of normal, that we don't return to normal, we return or we move to something better in our lives, right? That we're more loving, we're more caring, we're more empathetic, we collaborate and we create more. And I hope we rise from the ashes of this pandemic and all of these things we've experienced, all the loss and everything that's happened around the world, including here in the United States. I hope that we are better for it. We've learned lessons and that we share more, we're more loving, kinder, compassionate, more empathetic, and we listen to one another more. That's so vital and so important. Instead of talking at all the time and everybody yelling and divisive and all the hatred and violence in the world, hopefully things will be more loving and empathetic. We talk about that a lot on the Jim Master Show Live. Supper time in Nova Scotia, as it is here as well. And that's right, never give up. Also, we always say on this show to relax, make sure you breathe, take care of one another, love one another. I show this at the end of every show. I tell everybody, love one another and love yourself. You got to take care and take time for yourself as well, and to relax, Yes, I know, me too, but not too sure. Thank you very much, Carl. Appreciate that. And Kathy says, delightful chat, even with the storm's interruption. I know we did about almost 2 hours. Nice to see you, Kathy, watching in Cleveland, Ohio, USA. Nathan gave a great interview, great conversation. Nathan and Jim and us, Merlin in Ontario, Canada. See you later. Yes, we'll be back tomorrow on the Jim Masters Show live, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Appreciate that. And yes, we'll have him back too. We will definitely have him back. And thank you very much, Bernadette. I appreciate that. And again, you can see all the episodes of our series. And thanks to those of you during the show who subscribe to our YouTube channel at Jim Master TV. We love that. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and Periscope, all at Jim Masters TV. We would love to see you there too. Thanks for the great interview, Jim. Definitely listening again. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Taking a look at some more of your wonderful comments here. Maureen says, it's been another wonderful afternoon. Thank you, Jim. My pleasure. My pleasure. Very enjoyable couple of hours. Denise, thank you. Watching on our YouTube channel, 6:08 p.m. in Nova Scotia. Mary Bishop says, yes, welcome to all new lovedies. And you're watching from Bonnie Fife for the first time. Really enjoying it. Thank you, Maureen. Welcome. Welcome. Valerie, we all need cheering up this year. We certainly do, don't we? Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to take my Pine Island, Florida mug that one of our viewers sent in. Lovely Mary Bishop. That's so nice of her, huh? Take a little sip here. We are, let's see. What, Catriona, what time is it where you are? Here, it is 10 minutes after 5 Eastern time. We're along the East Coast in the New York area in the United States, actually along the southern New England coast between New York and Boston. And right now, as I'm speaking, it's about 10 minutes after 5 p.m. Eastern. Where are you guys? I know that in Ireland, it's a little after 10 p.m. Karen says, lots of new lovedies from Ireland today. Welcome to all of you. Our viewers welcome the new viewers of our show. And Eileen Bose, first time watching. Love it. Love Eileen. Is it Eileen or Aileen? I want to make sure I say it right. So I'll say it both ways. I'll say Eileen and Aileen. So I got myself covered. From beautiful Scotland. Beautiful Scotland. It's nice to see everybody here and all this lovely. If you're looking for good times and you want to feel good about life, watch our show, in the archives at Jim Masters TV on our YouTube channel, or check us out live whenever you can. We always have a lot of fun here on the show. And again, if you want to see any of those of you who like the Irish artists, because we have actors and singers and performers and health and wellness and chefs and sports people and comedy and from all walks of life from all around the world. But I know a lot of you love some of the European artists. We had Matt Steady, who's a wonderful singer and musician from England. He was on our show as well. John Magnusson was live from Sweden, another incredible singer, songwriter, and musician. You can check that interview out and conversation on the Jim Masters show live on YouTube. And again, some of the Irish artists that have come through, Phil Coulter, we had a wonderful time with Phil. He sang, he performed live. When Phil was on the show, he did The Old Man, one of the most beautiful songs ever. And again, Roy Buckley was on, George Hutton was just on, and Ryan Kelly, Colin Keegan, Damien McGinty, Connor McGinty, who's watching, was on with us as well. Rebecca Harkin's going to be joining us. Emmett O'Hanlon was here. Paul Byram was here. So many great artists. Mainead Nesbitt and Chloe Agnew. We had a lot of fun with Chloe and Mainead. Mainead, we did a really extensive show with Mainead. It was really, really wonderful. And so many others. You can check them all out. There's probably a few I'm even leaving out, but Keith Harkin, of course. We did a nice show around Christmas time with Keith here on the Jim Master Show Live. And again, his sister Rebecca is going to be joining us really soon. Oh, you know who also joined us around Christmas time? Orla Fallon. Orla, of course, from Celtic Woman, right? Brilliant harpist and wonderful singer and performer. Orla Fallon was here on the show as well. Luke McMaster was with us live from Canada over the holidays as well. You can see that conversation, that episode on Jim Masters TV. Right now, it is 11:13 p.m. in Germany. Love it, love it, love it. Somebody asked my cars. We have Volvos and Volkswagens. So you'd probably love that. The ones watching in Sweden probably love that we have the Volvos. And in Germany, you probably love that we have the Volkswagens. Somebody asked about, we were talking with Nathan about cars. Thanks, Jim, for the great conversation with Nathan. At least he was able to sing a song live. He has enjoyable music. He's talented. Yes, he is. And definitely a lovity. And hopefully you guys will subscribe to the page. We would love that YouTube channel. Love you, Jim. Thanks from Maria Ennis in Wexford Town in Ireland. Thank you, Marie. We love that. It's beautiful to have you here. Yes, the town I love so well. Phil Coulter, I believe, sang that on our show as well. You can go back in the archives and check that out. Really, really beautiful. Yeah, we've had film stars on the show and television personalities and all kinds of great guests. Yeah. Good stuff. Yesterday, we had the brilliant singer-songwriter George Paris live from Athens, Greece. And the week before, and he's a dear friend, and the week before that, Mario Frangoulis, very popular Greek tenor, was with us on the show as well. And last night, we had Grammy-winning composer, musician, and singer John Prue. That was a great, and he played a lot of music. We had a lot of great music from John. We also had Grammy-winning producer Terry Woolman on the show. He performed live as well. That was just a few days ago. Really, really cool. Love it. You are in Scotland. It's still early where you are. It's been great to have so many lovelies with us today. Please stay with us. Yeah, we welcome everybody to join. 22:10 at night where you are. Really cool to see this. And Warren says, thanks, Jim. Really enjoyed watching. You've definitely got the gift of interviewing and keeping the viewer entertained. Thank you very much. Even when technology isn't always your friend. I've been in a lot of television studios on stage as well as on set and at radio stations where things go awry, like fire alarms go off and just lights burst and cameras go haywire, or a co-host gets ill, where I've had to react quickly and fill in, or just make sure everything is running smoothly and looks smooth. So I'm very conditioned. It's like a sport for me. So even like with this today, where he had some of that funky Wi-Fi problem, and obviously his Wi-Fi went down on him, Nathan, I had to get in there and keep it moving, keep the train on the track, right? That's what it's all about. Thank you very much, Warren. I appreciate those kind words. Thank you very much. I appreciate that as well. Mary Bishop says, good night, Jim, Nathan, and lovely friends. Another wonderful afternoon. Appreciate that. Great. Yes. Let Emmett know. We would love to have him on the show. I interviewed Emmett many times on television. We discussed about him doing a chat with you on the show. I think he's the only of the original Celtic Thunder gang that we haven't had on yet. Love to have Nathan. He's terrific. A real talent. Juanita, great conversation. Love Nathan's music. Keep well, everyone. There's always something positive in each day, even if it's something very small. Spot on. I agree with you. Karen Campbell Green in Nova Scotia. Brilliant show. Sinead, thank you. I appreciate that. And the YouTube channel is what you're watching right now. So it is Jim Masters TV. So that's the YouTube channel where all these episodes are, Nathan. So the channel that you're watching us on right now, the YouTube page, YouTube channel, is the Jim Masters Show Live. So that's where you can see everything. Rise like the phoenix. I've done that more than once. Yes. And hopefully that's what will happen for everybody. Thank you, Jim. From Kathleen Walker in New York City. Great show, such talent. Have a great night. You as well. Love you, Jim and Nathan. Thank you. Love you both. Slancha, absolutely too as well. Jennifer in Allentown, Pennsylvania, USA. That was great, Nathan and Jim. Take care. Mary Bishop, you as well. Comments coming in. Love it. And we appreciate that. Thanks, everybody, for all of these great comments. Nighty night, Jim, and all the lovities. We always say here on the show, in addition to everything that we celebrate with our great guests and so much more, we say don't forget to smile and share the smile with others. That's the best kind of contagious, is smiling. Don't forget to share the lovity. We say that all the time here on the Jim Masters Show Live. Don't forget to find your calm place, your zen place. I love the ocean, swimming, surfing, kiteboarding, boogie boarding, sailing, swimming, floating in the ocean. We live here along the ocean in the northeastern United States. So my ultimate would be the time spent with loving family and friends. And then, of course, the ocean, tennis. I love cycling, music, writing, and so much more. And of course, my work in television and radio and multimedia and stage all these years here in America, and all the wonderful opportunities I've had to work with great people on air, on camera, behind the scenes, in TV and radio, multimedia as well. And absolutely love it. And absolutely love spending time with all of you right here on the Jim Masters Show Live. We're here every day live, and we appreciate all of you and all the wonderful comments, all the levity, love, and lovity that we've shared today. We hope you enjoyed the show. Again, it looks like Nathan had a little bit of a Wi-Fi issue. He's got that bad weather coming through where he is in a rural part of Ireland. But we'll have him back too. We'll get him back on and talk more about some of the things he's doing in his life and his career. We toast all of you, and we thank you very much for joining us on the Jim Masters Show Live. And if this is your first experience with us, thank you very much for making us a part of your day. We are here every day to inspire, to uplift, to entertain, to inform, to educate, and to share good times together. That's what we're all about on this entertainment lifestyle talk show series. Good night, Jim, and all the lovely viewers. Great show. Thanks, Jim and Nathan. Everyone stay safe out there in lovely all around the globe. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you very much, Jim. Hopefully one of your future guests. That would be nice. That would be wonderful. Yeah. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Nice. All right. Good night, Juanita. Good night, everybody. Sarah says, love your show, Jim. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Boy, my hair is getting long, huh? It's usually short like me back there. It's getting long. I haven't had my hair cut since March. We're trying to see if we can go all the way a full year without doing it. Kind of cool. I wore it on TV and they were like, oh, we love it. We love it. We love it. All right, gang. You're the very best all around the world. Thank you very much for joining us. Kathy Short says, enjoy your dinner and enjoy your evening, Jim. Thank you, Kathy, watching in Cleveland, Ohio. Good night, Jim, and stay safe. Valerie, you as well. We love you all of our regular, faithful, loyal, lovely viewers from around the world, and all of you joining us for the very first time here on the Jim Masters Show Live. You guys take care. You be well. We'll join you again. Once again, we do thank our very special guest, Nathan Carter, for joining us live from Ireland for a special conversation and some great music here on the Jim Masters Show Live. If you missed anything or you would like to see this episode again, all you have to do is, of course, check out where you are right now, which is our Facebook page, and you can see this episode 24 hours, 7 days a week on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. So you can see this episode, and you can see any of the episodes of the Jim Masters Show Live on our YouTube channel. And we really, really appreciate that. Tell a friend about our show. If you enjoyed what you witnessed and experienced today, we would love it if you spread the word. Tell your friends about our entertainment lifestyle talk show series. And if you would love to subscribe to Jim Masters TV on YouTube, we would love that as well. So again, we thank our buddy Nathan for joining us here on the show. we'll have him back again. Maybe when his Wi-Fi is all corrected, we'll get maybe Jake to work on the Wi-Fi with him. Maybe get Jake on the show too. It'd be kind of cool. But you guys are the best from all around the world. We thank you very much for making us a part of your evening, part of your morning, part of your day. And Karen says, lovity, lovity, lovity. Share the lovity, everybody. I agree. I agree. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thanks for joining us here on the show. Thank you for tonight, Jim. Really, really enjoyed having Nathan on the show. My pleasure. Maureen says, where would I be without this show and all the lovelies? Thank you. I appreciate that, Maureen. Valerie says, good night, Jim, and stay safe. You as well. Thank you very much. Good night to you. We love that. Jim, I love you and your long hair. I have long hair myself. Jen, thank you very much. And my pleasure, Barry. My pleasure to make sure you got that shout out. And hopefully you'll watch our show and subscribe to our YouTube channel and spread the word about our series. We love that. Karen says, we all love you and your wonderful show, Jim. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. It's so wonderful to have all of you joining us here on the program and from all around the world. I think it's really, really cool. We've got amazing guests coming up all week long and every single day. And again, as I say, take care of one another, love one another. And not every day is going to be perfect. Not every day is going to be exact. But remember and surround yourself with some of the constants in life. It's so important to do that. The ocean, the sun rising, the sun setting, get out in nature, listen to good music, call your family on the phone. As crazy as the world is right now, surround yourself with love and positivity and good vibes. Good vibes will cut through all the negativity. Seems like a lot of negativity out there, but good vibes and staying on the course and just being positive and whatever you do to be positive, keep doing it. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on those you care about as well, because you never know who's struggling. You never know who's having a rough day or a bad time. So when you see somebody and they seem to be a little out of sorts and they don't seem to be that happy, well, there could be something serious going on in their life that we're not aware about. And so we take that into consideration. And also, you know, we've all experienced this globally as a community, the COVID pandemic and the economy and all the social unrest and, of course, the political upheaval and everything that's going on. So I like to hopefully share some warmth and joy and blessing with all of you on our show and some great entertainment, and wish you nothing but blessings in your life. And keep going forward. If you're having a bad day, if you're a little rough, you know, or if your road is a little rough, you know, some of the guests, even Nathan said a little bit, it's been a little bit of a rough road because of not being able to perform and, you know, just get a little down in the dumps. Well, you hang in there. All of you hang in there. We'll always try to be here for you to lift your spirits. And, but we love you all. Thank you very much, gang. Liz, thank you very much. Nathan, thank you very much. Deb, thank you very much. I appreciate that as well. Sinead, we appreciate that. Thank you, gang. You guys are the best. Love you all. You take care. You be well. And thanks for watching this episode of the Jim Masters Show Live. It was a pleasure having you all here, and we will see you again soon. Good night, everybody. Or good morning, wherever you are. I know, because sometimes whether you're watching live or in the morning, it could be morning, it could be afternoon, it could be evening. You are Zen. Fantastic. Good stuff, gang. Love you all. This is your host, Jim Masters. Thanking you for your time. This time till next time, right here on the Jim Masters Show Live. Take care, everybody. You be well. You stay safe. We love you all. I'll see you on the next episode of the Jim Masters Show Live. Good night.